Hi, I'm Michael Semina, and welcome back to the Lenderking Institute for Advanced Caging Design. Today I want to go over our one-over-one primate cages. I'm going to go over each feature today and try to show you how the feature works and its benefit to your primate. Now I'll demonstrate how the complete system works. I'm going to unlatch the door, and I'm going to allow the door to open fully. Okay, and then I'm going to reinstall the bottle. Now this is important for two reasons. One, you want to make sure your primates have water while they're in the veranda or in the cage. But two, this zipper system is what's going to keep this door from being slid shut by the primate and locking himself in or out of the veranda. So I'm going to reinstall the bottle, and this is how they all install. You'll notice this welded grommet here. This must go inside the keeper at the bottom. You'll notice that that's in there now. Now that can't come out, can't be pulled in or out, and that's so that the primate cannot remove the zipper and drain his water. Now I'm going to reinstall the bottle and lock it. Now the primate has water, and he also cannot activate the door. Now operating your sliding door can be done by unlatching the spring-loaded latch and moving it to the second detent, and this is where you can use this area for your pole and collar catching if that's your method for trapping your primates. You can go ahead and open the door all the way up to the zipper, which gives you a pretty good area to do any kind of catching or husbandry to the animal. But to get full operation, which is about another 3 inches, you need to take the bottle out of the holder and remove it so that the zipper does not interfere with your stationary bars. You do not have to remove the holder for any of these operations. It's always simply the bottle. All right, let's take a look at the rest of the door. You have an enrichment panel. You put fleece in here, and some people sprinkle syrup or honey, and then they put some crumbs here. They'll fold it back up, and they'll let the primate pick through these holes so that he doesn't grab all the treats at once. You have a swing tab here, and this is important to keep your floor engaged so that when you're opening and removing your pan system, the primate cannot kick the floor out at you. Now you have a full front opening door, which makes access to the primate easy after he's been knocked down, or maybe you're bringing him back under anesthesia and you want to place him back into the cage. You must deactivate the swing tab that was holding the floor. Now you can activate the 2-point latch and open the door. This gives you complete access to the compartment, and this is a good chance for us to see the rest of the inside of the cage. So I'm just going to demonstrate this part of the floor for you now. It just rotates, open and close. When you have it open, close the front panel, and this will stay permanently open. Now if I were to remove my pan system, they would have access top and bottom compartments. squeeze back has 2 latches and 2 pull handles. The latches are located upper cage level for the bottom cage, so there's no bending over, and they're located at the lower end of the cage for the upper cage, so you don't have to reach high to activate these. The system is on rollers. It's got a wire squeeze back with the horizontal bars oriented horizontally so that they can use that as a ladder to climb from the lower compartment up to the rabbit hole, use it on the perch. We also give you a toy bar in here, which you can use to hang toys with D-rings, and it will not interfere with the operation of the squeeze back since it'll just slide forward and rearward as necessary. No more hanging on the ceiling and getting it caught up in your squeeze back. Your other perch is removable and adjustable. There are 3 adjustment points for this perch system, so you can go 1 position lower and 1 position higher. It will require you to unbolt and retighten these bolts and nuts in the front and the rear. All right, let's take a look at the waste systems that this cage comes equipped with. This system can actually handle a wet flush down system, rear flushing, or a dry pan system. Right now we have the wet pans installed. Slide these out, and if I were to activate the rabbit hole, we now have access to the top and bottom compartment. There's ability to climb using the squeeze back system as well as the double perch bar system. All right, I'm going to show you how to change from a wet system to a dry system. We're going to remove our wet wash down pan. I'm now going to place the dry extruder pans in, and how they go in is kind of important. You'll notice that they have a lip here that overlaps, and that's going to be used to drag this pan forward after I put the forward pan in. So we've created these pans in 2 pieces so they're not large pans and unwieldy for you to handle. It's important that this edge, without the lip, go in first. There's a couple reasons for that, and I'm going to show you. One is that it does bypass all the hanging hardware of the rabbit hole, and that it can go all the way to the rear of the cage to catch the waste. Then you put in the next tray and you push it in. Putting them in this sequence will give you a grab handle for when you go to grab the full pan and extract it from the cage. These cages are equipped with 5 stages of horizontal socialization. And I'm going to open the door here so that you can see inside the cage and see how these things are activated. We have a control panel door that keeps the levers that operate these panels behind a locked panel so they cannot be activated by the primate. Opening the panel and grabbing the levers, you can activate the different panels independently. I'm going to open the door now and show you we have the full visual panel. Of course, now we have completely open panel, a closed panel, so we can block off all socialization. And if we were to go to the other cage, we can bring forward the grooming box. So each cage is equipped with the same set of panels, left and right, top and bottom. By activating these, you can actually make up to 5 different degrees of socialization, including the finger touch and visual only panel. So by bringing all the panels from both cages forward, primates will be able to finger touch, smell, and visualize each other, but they won't be able to do any biting or harm to each other. And this is usually your first stage of socialization. There's actually a neutral area between the left and the right cage here, so that the fingers can only touch